Oh, yeah, yeah. God, what's happening? It is Jack here. It's been my birthday for a while, and today what I'm doing is answering deep questions. But today it's going to be with a speech jammer because I'm not a very deep person, so I thought it would be quite funny to use a speech jammer. It's already on in the air, AirPods. So it's going to be a bit of a nightmare, and we're going to try our best to answer the deep questions as honestly possible, and just see how we get on. So let's begin. In your own words, what does love mean? I think love is turning up for the people that you care about, for being present and not ignoring when people are trying to call out to you, and just making sure that you're there for people that you are the best of the ability. Um, it's hard to answer this, which is so so so, uh, so it's very honestly when, but it's I think you, as long as you're there for the people that you care about, you turn up for them, you try your best to be understanding. It's never pushing anybody away, that and just trying to keep that. Oh my god, for my ADHD brain can't take this. Fuck. Can't you if you try to disturb me when I'm just finishing. I'll get you cheat in a minute. What is your worst tendency? I'd say my worst tendency is that I am quite a bad replier. Like, so, if friends and family message me, I tend to just not answer straight away. Chat. I swear to God, you're not helping the speech and pedant. Yeah, but go back to what I was previously saying. My worst tendency, I think, is I don't answer to, not because I mean it, but I'm very just like, if someone message me, I will just forget that they have messaged me. Then sometimes it will take me days to answer uh, the messages. Why are you doing this to me now? Biting myself with the voice. What have you learned about yourself in the past year? Or what most have you learned about yourself in the past year? I think I've learned that I just don't give a fuck. I think I was really, when I was starting with the YouTube, you kind of always worried that like people would comment on it and people would care, but I don't care if like, the people do either way. Do you know what I mean? It's like some of the videos I make, I know people are probably fine watching them. Like, what the fuck? But who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I make myself laugh, and that is, well, that is the main thing. You know what I mean? And it's just it's an amazing hobby to have. Just being, I've just doing what you please. Um, and it's honestly, you just learn not to care. You know, people are going to say things either way. Like, I've not had anyone personally come and say anything yet. People have been very supportive of the idea of the YouTube, but you don't know what people are saying in behind closed doors or in group chats. But yeah, you've got to realise people just don't care. People, and I feel like with like it, especially, I've noticed that I'm not really kind of aimed to go the TikTok route, but in green up TikTok, there's big, uh, like there's a lot of people from Inverclyde and Greenock doing TikTok. Like they're just doing well, and Shannon and my cousin Jillian, she lives in New York, but she does well on TikTok. Like people, it's amazing to see so many people are doing it. Um, that's one thing I should really get better at is the TikTok, but I was more trying to go for the YouTube route. I'm not very good at short form content. I feel like I'm fucking taking a fucking oh what the fuck, so trippy. Uh Past or present, is there anyone you wish or want to make amends with? Uh I think I don't really have a lot. Like I feel like everybody in my life I have if is there for specific reasons, but if I uh, I don't have a lot of issues with people. I don't have a lot of bad grudges with people. Anybody that's not in my life that I used to be in my life is just obviously for reasons that had to be done. Like you can't like you know, have but yeah, but I don't have a lot of issues with people. So anybody that's in the past is in the past for a reason. Anybody that's here in the state today is here for the same thing. Is here for a reason. So yeah, it's a fucking. What do you need most right now? I fucking need a fucking beer, but I'm working tonight, so I can't be done. But my brain is going an overload of like I can. It's to the point where you can actually just hear yourself like keep speaking, like but it's like the voice in your head, and then there's also the voice in your head of the earphone. Oh, it fucking tipped me out. What scares you the most? I'm not scared of much, if I'm honest, but I do have a rational fear of heights. Uh, and yeah, it's got to the point. It's got worse as I've got older, and because it's got worse as I've got older, uh, I can't do things like go on roller coasters anymore. Or like I remember when me and Megan went to London, and I couldn't even go on the fucking London Eye because it was so tall. But listen, I'm getting older now anyway. I'm not interested. Cat, your tail is in my shot. Right, my Mac's going to run out soon. I should have really charged it. If you could give someone in your life a star on the Walk of Fame, who would it be? Um, it's hard to pick specific one because there's so many people for so many different answers. My gran and papa would want to be in the Walk of Fame for how much they were there for me. My mum, of course, Joe, everyone, like my sisters, my girlfriend, and there's so many my friends. I couldn't pick specific one person to be on the Walk of Fame because each person that's in my life has affected me, affected. It's differently and given me different outlooks on life. Each separate one of them. Uh, what is your biggest regret? I think my biggest regret is when if I could go back in time to when I was 16 or somewhere of them ages, I uh, I maybe started smoking too young, and because of that, I later in life it gave me really bad health anxiety, and as a result, like it's something that affects my life to this day, health anxiety, because I don't smoke anymore. But like it, it causes a lot of paranoia, and I wish I didn't do it to my ungrown brain so young because it ended up bad panic attacks, uh, and yeah, it's something that I've fucking got over with recent years, but yeah, it was an issue in my early when I was 20, my early 20s. Uh, yeah. How do I handle anger? I handle anger like I tend to go very silent when I'm angry. I, 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 I just I'm not somebody that lashes out a lot. So like, if you've annoyed me and I'm really angry, I will tend to just not speak. I will just sit in silence, and just not say anything. The cat has been an absolute sook right now, so I'm just filming with him in the video. I think with going back to the anger question, every time I answer a question, I need to look at my phone just to make sure I've captured it. So I feel like all the camera was all over the place. But go back to the anger question. Um, I'm very silent, but if I've maybe if I've had too much to, if I've maybe had too much to drink, then then I'll maybe pipe up and be a bit too like shouty. But I don't really drink spirits. I still have drink. I'll stick to beer. Not that I'm a bad person when I drink spirit, but like it was just to get me aggressive. Are you honest? Um, I think I am quite an honest person. If I think I'm quite an honest person in some circumstance. It really just depends. This is a fucking nightmare. Oh my god, I can't hear myself. I can't hear myself think. Oh my god. Um, I think that I am quite an honest person, but it really just oh, fucking hell. Can't even it. Oh, it's tipping me out. I can hear myself. Oh, right. I think I am quite an honest person, but like I have maybe an issue telling some white lies all the times. Uh, it's something that I'm actively working on for myself. Um, yeah. Let's just skip to the next question. What is a red flag about you? I think the red flag about me is that I'm very stubborn. Like I think I struggle to admit when I'm wrong. That is something about me that I don't like, and it's something I'm obviously trying to actively work on. Okay, final question. I think it's final one. Listen, I'll do more, but it's going to be it's going to go on for too long. What makes you stand out in a crowd? I think what makes me stand out in a crowd is I am definitely a bit on the weird spectrum. Like if you know me, you'll probably be aware that when I walk in a room, like the first time you hear is like a yes. Yeah. Maybe not so much nowadays, but definitely in the past, I think I tried to make my presence known. But obviously as I've got older, it's kind of changed. But yeah, it's kind of my god. I'm going to wrap it up here because Cat is harassing me and he obviously wants some food, so I'm going to give him some food. He never usually does this when I'm filming a video. And maybe it's my constant not being able to speak properly. He's worried that something's happening to me. Maybe he has a sense of something being wrong. Okay, maybe I should wrap that up properly. I have disconnected the speech jammer so you can actually hear me speak fucking normal. That was wild. Doing it for the Mac, it was an app on it, and I don't know, it just fucking. Just, it's hard. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it was really trippy. I've never done that before. It's like if you've ever worked in like a call centre and your mic's delayed and you're trying to speak over your voice, that's what it felt like. That cat is going to need to. Right, I'm coming, you cat.